8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
What's
Yo.
going on?
What's up, man?
Yeah.
We
I don't
figured.
know if anybody's out there yet, but we got a new look.
No, I start spreading the word on Instagram. We're live. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but
Yeah, it's a spur of the moment. We're just
yeah,
we're
I'm
just fucking
bored.
off.
I'm bored. I don't feel like going out anywhere. I'm chilling out, so I figured why not hang with my buddy.
You're not
So
gonna go do no New Year's fucking partying, dude?
no,
Too old for that?
I've done all that, and I just don't feel like dealing with the headache of all the the checkpoints, and it's just too risky. I don't want to I don't want to get into all that shit. Yeah, I just chill out at home and.
It's just not fun anymore, honestly.
No, and plus I've been there, done all that, man. I just need to chill out and relax a little bit.
Right.
You see, I'm drinking coffee tonight. I mean, it's like almost 9 o'clock here, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 9:15. So I'm just trying to make it happen, man. Trying to ease into the new year and figure out what I want to do with my
Oh,
channel.
look at this asshole,
Who's that?
Carlos,
Where's he at?
in the chat.
I told him we were going to go on, but he's at his parents. What's
I asked
up, Carlos?
Beastie, but he never responded to me.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he will. Let me see. Let me see if I can get a hold of him. We don't know what we're doing, people. Just come hang. Let's talk. Ask us questions. We'll try to answer them. If we don't know the answer, we'll make up answers. I don't know. We're just bored. We're trying to stay safe in the house tonight, man.
Good.
Hey,
So
it's warm here, man. It's like 60 degrees. It's like 57 degrees right now here.
it's like 40 by me.
And you're probably saying, why do I have the hood on then? Because it's cold in this room a little bit. I'm above the garage, so it's still a little chilly.
Good. So last night, I don't know, I got stuck watching like Instagram reels, and there was this one, and obviously I think it was set up. I think the guy fucking had these guys out there looking at his truck, and he was like, but I'm reading the comments, and I'm just like, dude, people are on there like, why are you getting so pissed? Someone touching your truck? They're just touching the metal. They're not gonna wreck it. I'm like, dude, that's fucking a respect. Like, I was brought up not to touch people's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. I mean, just the thinking that these people have nowadays, like younger kids, like even people my age. I'm just like, holy shit! Like, you guys have no respect for people's shit. It don't matter. I don't care if it's a pile of dog shit. It's not your dog shit. Like, I just couldn't believe it.
And if it is your dog shit, once you release it, it's not your dog shit anymore. So
Right.
it's now public dog shit. So yeah.
I was brought up. You don't touch anybody's shit unless you ask them. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up
like,
in
especially a car.
I grew up in a place where, I mean, as we played football on the street, we tried to be as respectful as we could, but there were some kids that still weren't, and they tore shit up, and it happens everywhere. So it's unfortunate. That's why I moved out of my last neighborhood, man. It's like I lived in a townhouse development, and some nights I couldn't even sleep because there was so much noise and kids running around. Their parents didn't even give a shit, and that's why I moved out here into where I live now in the woods, and I haven't seen a kid in years. Like, there's no kids in my neighborhood, dude. The only kids in my neighborhood are not even allowed off their damn property. They're like at the end of the driveway, and their parents like have like shock collars on them or some shit. So that's cool, Like, don't touch people's shit, man.
And then people are getting all bent out of shape because he was calling his truck a rig. And I'm just like, why do you care what this guy calls his damn truck?
Shit, man.
Like,
when I had my Forerunner with I had my tent and my camper and all that shit. That was my rig, man. Shit. It is whatever you want it to be.
people are like, "Oh, a rig is a semi or a welding truck." I'm like, "Fuck you, dude!" Like, if he wants to call it a fucking rig, let him call it a fucking rig.
I know a lot of people that call their trucks a rig.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you know,
Keep talking. I'm right here.
that's all right. I'll wait till you come back. I don't like talking to blinds.
God, my nose is fucked up.
What's wrong with it? Allergies?
I think I'm getting sick.
Oh man, I was out a little while ago. I sneezed like 6 times in a row, man. The people next to me were probably freaking the fuck out. They're probably like, "You ought to go home and get checked." No, not me, man. I'm not getting checked. I'm good.
So I pull up at IKEA to pick up these damn things today, and they're
Yeah.
like, I find the parking spaces where you're supposed to be able to do your curbside pickup, and it says check in, and then it's like type in your parking spot number. Well, I see parking area letters, no numbers to be found anywhere, and I can't type in the letter of the area that I'm in. I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to go in anyways. But I'm like, how did you guys just fucking say fuck the numbers or what?
Yeah.
I mean, do I have to sit here and count them out, like, and guess
Uh,
that where I start at one or what?
they didn't get the memo. So when I went to get mine, maybe
The
a year ago,
detolfs are $100.
yeah, they're $100 now. When I went to get mine, they were still $69.99, and I went by myself, and I'm like, like, why am I gonna fight these to get these in the car? I mean, hey, are you busy over there? Can you give me a hand? And the guy was so cool. He come running over, give me a hand. People there are usually pretty good to deal
I
with.
mean, they were quick. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
checked in, they're like, walk to this thing. I walked over there. She's like, let me go grab it. Wheeled it out. I was done in like seconds. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, I was in and out. I don't like being in
yeah.
the store very long unless it's a toy store. I don't, yeah, I don't sit around there too long. Yeah, I had detox when they were $49 way back in the day, and then they went to 59, 69. Now they skipped all that bullshit and went right to 100.
I
Uh,
knew I I never wanted to go this detolf route. I wanted bigger glass cabinets that I could put like a big display in. But for
yeah,
now, I said fuck it. I got to get my stuff in glass and
yeah, yeah. I mean, I had a truck when I got them, but I really didn't need a truck. I just put them in the back seat anyway. I mean, I didn't. I'm reading Legacy of Nerds message there. Yeah, because each one comes with 2 boxes. So
I mean they're easy as hell to put together.
yeah, they're not bad at all. Um, I mean, for the money, you're not going to find anything better than that. They do have those Billy cases, those bookcases that are really nice too. I just don't have the space for them unless I do what I told you backstage with that closet back there and just make that an extra little room because it's a huge closet.
Well, yeah, anything else that
But
this size, you're gonna be paying like over $200 for.
hell yeah. And like
So,
I
I
don't,
mean,
like I told you, I put the puck lights in there just because I didn't want all the wires hanging. And
yeah.
I'm fine with that. I got to change the batteries every now and again, but I just didn't want all the wires hanging. You could see too many wires with the glass and just wanted to go this route. I mean, I know they're not. Sometimes I kind of want to put one under the second level too, just to have more light down the bottom. So I may eventually do that. But these were relatively cheap from Amazon. So coffee. Love it.
Wonder how you would do that.
What's that?
I mean, you'd have to get like two bigger panes of glass. I feel like.
Well, if you take out one level, you can put something taller in. You don't have to put the
Oh
glass.
yeah, I know. Because I'm gonna take out a level. I want to get one to put one of my gremlins in. I can't put my flasher gremlin in there, but
Yeah.
I think this guy will fit in there. It's gonna go ear to ear is gonna go there, but I think he'll fit. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see what I was. I lost my train of thought there. I was trying to think of that friggin' monster that Mandalorian rides on, and I forget his name, but it's a gigantic hot toy. So you got the hot toy, it's about 12 inches. Then you got that, I forget his name, that monster that he's riding on, and it makes it about like 22 inches tall or so. So if I were ever to get that, I would have to take one of the glass panels out and make it enough room.
Oh yeah, Legacy. I get what you're saying. I can see that now.
Yeah.
You can use the doors as they open the. Yeah, I got it. All right. Yeah, that is pretty smart. Shit, you're still gonna save money in the long run. So I mean, anything else that size, you're gonna be paying money for. I mean,
Yeah, blurg. Blurg is what I'm talking. Blurg. When blurg is huge, and then you got the Mandalorian on top.
yeah.
In order for me to get that hot toy, and I had it in my hand one time. Yeah, something like that. I think it's blurg or whatever the hell. But I would need 2 levels, so you just take one glass out, and then you'll have a little taller space.
Isn't that a fairly new one?
It is. And I saw it down Third Eye Comics when I was down there, and I had it like I damn near had it to the friggin' counter, and I was like, you know what? I don't have anywhere to put it. I didn't think to take out one of these levels at that time, but now that I look at it, I could have done that. But we'll see. No big deal. It'll be there.
Yeah, I'm gonna need like 4 or 5 of these just for my NECA turtles. I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. When I bought mine, I bought 6, and they were $70 a piece. And if you spend, I got a brand new Capital One card at the time, and it was 0 interest. So I was like, I'm gonna get. If you spend over, I think if you spend over $500, you get like $250 off or some shit like that. So I got mine even cheaper than $70 because it was almost like getting 2 free or 3 free. So even at $100, like Legacy and Nerd says, they're not. That's not a terrible price for what they are.
No, I don't have a problem paying that. I mean,
Yeah, I mean they're very nice to display anything in.
yeah. I mean, they look good. I mean,
they look nice. They're nice and clear as long as you keep them clean, and it keeps the dust off of everything. So
I'm saving a lot of space right now. That's for sure.
yeah. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Legacy and Nerd. I was like, you know what? If you get $250 off a $500 purchase, I'm getting at least 3 of them for free or whatever, 3 or 4. I don't know. It worked out really good, whatever it was. But and I knew I was going to pay it off because I don't really use credit cards. I try not to anyway. And I was like, let me get that.
And my room does the same, is kind of the same as your room is. You know, where it's like angled on both sides.
You have the angle behind me. Yeah.
This room does the same exact thing.
Yeah, so I have like this much room between the top of my detolfs and that angle in the back.
Yeah, see.
So I pushed mine back as far as I could to make the room. And then I got that, like I showed you earlier, like that where I keep my helmets.
Yeah.
And that TV, it's a TV stand to me. I got that at IKEA as well.
Oh, you can use those cube shelves. You can use those for anything.
Yeah, I got another one in the other corner. It has 4 cubes. I got that too from IKEA.
Because what I want to do is I want to put the single layer cube shelves underneath my detolfs, to get them off the ground.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to do it on either side.
Yeah, I saw.
But eventually, this ain't going to be my room for this stuff. I mean,
yeah, I saw Kyle Peterson. He did that, and Big Dub did that. They have the single cubes, and then they have these on top. There's no way I could do that. They would be.
I can't.
I would have to come out like 12 more inches in order to do that. And I don't want to kill that space, so it's not worth it to me. But it does look really nice like that. I got to give it to them. It really looks finished like that. And
like
well,
right now, like the figures I have on the ground, I mean, they're standing on the ground. If I get them off the ground, that's going to be over a foot off the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll make more sense for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks
you can always fool around with it. The only pain in the ass is you got to keep taking shit out and moving them around. But I mean, they slide around really easily on the carpet. I mean, I can move mine. I could even move that TV stand like very easy. Like it's so smooth on the bottom, you just push it and it just flies. So it's all relatively easy to move and change around. So I definitely like walking through IKEA. I love some IKEA, man. We got one in Baltimore that's about half hour from me, and we actually got one up in off of 476 near Philly, which is about 45 minutes from me. So there's a few of them around.
Yeah, Dave, I saw someone posted how much it costed for them to ship a detolf to them, and it was over $100 to get that thing shipped to them. I don't know like what the distance was or anything, but I have a feeling that the shipping on a detolf is
I would
not cheap.
think yeah, and you know what, you could get the option to even have it assembled, which is stupid to pay that much to have it
It was
assembled.
like what was it to get it assembled? Like $150 or
Yeah,
something?
and once you do the first one, I mean, you can slap them together relatively
Oh,
fast.
they're simple. Like
The first one, you're like, okay, let me look at this. But like anything else, once you do it, you'll fly.
that was
So
probably one of the easiest things I've ever put together.
yeah, not bad at all. Have you seen that? I'm really debating to get the Marty McFly Back to the Future hot toy and the Doc Brown, man. I'm right there, like this close. I want them so bad. It'd be such a nice display if I get like a 6 scale like type size die cast DeLorean, and then have those on either side. It would be such a nice display. I love Back to the Future.
I was just talking to Duffman about those.
I don't even think I've ever mentioned that on my channel or here, but that's another one of my crushes. I love Back to the Future, Karate Kid. I love all that, but the 2.0 version of the Marty McFly looks way better than the original one that they did. The face sculpt is better. The actual life preserver, you know, the vest looks better. It's thicker, and it just looks more relative to what it was in the movie. And it's like right, man. I don't know, man. I'm close. Like it even comes with Einstein. I mean, Einstein looks badass too. You know, can
Have
you
they
imagine?
released are the figures from the third movie out yet?
I don't think so. They do have the second one, and the second Back to the Future 2, where he has the you know, the jacket on that dries itself, and he has the big Nike high tops on that like tighten themselves. That head sculpt looks better even than this one. But I like the first Back to the Future the best, where he has the vest on with the jean jacket and the cuffed up sleeves with the skateboard, and it comes with like a
Oh yeah, definitely.
camcorder. It comes with Einstein, and then if you get the deluxe version of Doc Brown, it comes with um, what was that
I want the Doc Brown with
that
the
explosive that he had and
yellow
all that
coat.
shit, huh?
I want the Doc Brown with the yellow coat.
Yeah, well, this one has the hazmat suit, and he has I forget what the damn explosive was, plutonium. He has the case with the plutonium in it. If you get the deluxe one, it comes with everything, and it's just ridiculous, dude. For about $500, you could have both of them, and it would be such a nice display. And I would put that on top of one of my like top shelf detolf. That's one of my favorite movies. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's tough not to do it, but
I'm waiting for the Hot Toys Prey Predator.
mhm.
It's been a while since Hot Toys released a Predator. I'm fucking fiending.
I was at Walmart tonight looking around, and they had I didn't tape in there. I didn't video in there because it was not really much there, but they did have the Predators, the cheaper version of the not the NECA, but the ones that are actually in
Oh yeah, I
$7.
have those.
$7.
I have all those.
Yeah, $7. I was like, damn, that's not a bad deal. I don't know how the figures are. They look kind of cheaper, but I mean for $7.
Joe,
Figure-
what's your favorite Back to the Future? 1, 2, or 3? Dave wants to know.
As far as like, I think one is my favorite, but it's hard to decide between 1 and 3 because I didn't. 2 was okay, but I think 2, where if you watch the end of part 1 and you have what's her name? I forget her name. The actor that was in Karate Kid, the girlfriend there too. It's a different girl in part 2. So if you watch the end of part 1 and then you watch part 2, you can distinctly see it's a different girl and all that. So it kind of like really screws me up. I don't like that at all. Part 3 was cool, I thought, because they were in the Wild West. So I got to say, part 1 was my favorite because it was such a unique idea. But part 3 was really cool too. 2 is just like, I don't know. It kind of like, man, Elizabeth Shue, yeah, was Jennifer in part 2 and 3, but it was the original girl in part 1 who was a no name, I believe, at the time. I couldn't even tell you her real name. I just kind of wish they would have either started with Elizabeth Shue from the beginning or just stuck with the other girl. I don't like when they recast very much. I think it blows it sucks for certain movies when they do that.
Well, they did that in the original Ninja Turtle movies too.
I don't like when they recast. I'm like, man, you gotta hammer these people in for if you want to do 3, and I know they did because from what I understand, they taped parts of 2 and 3 while they were doing 1 here and there. Like they did certain parts. I think it was like kind of like they knew they were doing 3, so you really got to get who you want in those parts to make it more. I don't know, believable. I mean, because it was just I didn't like Elizabeth Shue in part 2 and 3. I would have rather had the other girl the whole way through. Even though I like Elizabeth Shue and most of the stuff she does, I thought the other girl in part 1 did a hell of a job for a little bit of a job she did in that movie, if that makes sense.
Know, when they're gonna do a movie, and if there's any chance that they're gonna they've got to know that there's a possibility they're gonna do multiple movies. Yeah. It comes down to if it makes the money or not. But let's just say they know they're all right. We're doing this movie. There's a possibility it's going to go on to 2 and 3 other movies. They shouldn't hire an actor unless that actor's committed to staying on for everything.
Yeah, and that's like I was saying, like Dave. Yes, I think the original Jennifer, Claudia Wells. I honestly did not know her name. Thank you. I think they should have just paid her and kept her all the way through. Like, yeah, Elizabeth Shue's a bigger name. You know, everybody knew her from the Karate Kid. But either start with Elizabeth Shue and don't throw Claudia Wells into the mix at all, or nail Claudia Wells down to all 3 movies and keep it all the same. Because if you watch the end of 1 and the beginning of 2, even the background and the way they had to do that whole scene over again, and you can tell little differences in the background with the house and the blinds and the flowers. If you look closely like I do, I notice all that shit. So it was just a little lame the way they did that, I believe. And she actually did look better than Elizabeth Shue in that movie. That hair on Elizabeth Shue in that movie did not do her any justice. No, not at all. That wig or whatever the fuck that was, but yeah. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies, man. Back to the Future, and I'm telling you, man, I was telling my wife today, like, look, I need these Hot Toys. I don't know. We got to see. I don't know, man. I know Christmas just ended, but we got to start on. Let me get it early.
Man, Christmas never ends as a toy collector.
Exactly.
I just got my my Mezco Predator.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to get them out. I can't even take them out now because I got to wait till I get the rest of my fucking cabinets.
Yeah, I haven't really bought anything lately. Not that I can. I think the Hunter helmet was the last thing I got that came in the mail last week. The only thing I have on pre-order is my Art the Clown that when you spray it with water, I think it looks like it's bleeding. I canceled my Hot Toy Hunter for now because I came across this Marty McFly and the other one, so I was like, I don't know. I really want these. I was like, screw Hunter, fuck the Bad Batch. I kind of right now just want Marty McFly and Doc Brown. I can't get my head out of it. And once I get my head on something, I cannot get it out until I get it. It sucks.
Oh yeah, the NECA Back to the Future figures are some of their best figures by far.
They are nice, and I never picked them up. I don't know why, but
yeah, it's you know what? I probably would pick them up, but it's like unless it's like with NECA, unless it's like the turtle stuff.
there's like really no like you're gonna be able to find it. I mean,
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
I see everything. I mean, if I don't even want to. It's only certain turtle stuff that it's hard to find. But if it's NECA, I don't have a problem finding it. So I like procrastinate with it.
Yeah. Well,
oh, they always have it, so I can get it next time, and it just keeps getting pushed off. Eventually, I'll get that stuff. But
yeah, I mean, for me, like, I'm glad I didn't pick the NECA Back to the Future up ever, because I wouldn't want those and the Hot Toy version. But like I said, I really want this Hot Toy version. And there's no long game on NECA because they never go on clearance. It's very rare you see anything from NECA on clearance, if ever.
Yeah, it doesn't. We used to have, when I worked at Toys R Us, NECA stuff would go on sale. We'd even have sales for NECA stuff.
Well, that's because they had an abundance of it. You know, like, it was ridiculous back then. You actually had stock and everything was in on time. Now it just, I mean, everywhere you go, you can find a Doc Brown in that in the hazmat suit NECA, but
yeah,
it just doesn't compare to what I'm looking at right now.
Dude, how do you feel? Okay, I saw Cyborg posted a thing on Instagram about like third-party weapons for your 1/12 action figures.
Mm-hmm.
You know how small a weapon is, like a gun is for a NECA figure.
Yeah.
Would you pay $10 for one like pistol?
No, because when you go to a toy show, they usually have them bagged up, and you get a whole bag for $1.
I mean, because they're so small.
Yeah,
and you really have to look at them to see the difference in detail.
Yeah, the Black Series short.
There's just no way I'm paying $10 for a fucking one pistol.
The little pistol that the original Shore Trooper comes with on Black Series is, I mean, it's so little that it's hard to even get it in his hand. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, the detail on them too. I mean, like I said, they're so small. Like you can't. I mean, the little difference in detail, it just doesn't even matter because they're so small. I mean, you can't see it anyways. And the two that he had a comparison picture of, I mean, the grip was like the main thing that was different. And I mean, that's going to be in the hand anyway, so you're not even going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, $10, dude, that's insane for one little plastic fucking pistol.
Yeah. I mean, I got a little container. I got about two of them like this big.
Oh God, I have so many fucking accessories.
I got so many hands and heads and guns and shit down in my other room.
Because when I take like one of my figures out, I take out what, like, if I'm gonna use any of the accessories for me, like when I pull them out, I take out the one thing or whatever I'm gonna use. The rest stay in the package now, and I put them away.
Yeah,
and then I have bags filled with head sculpts, you know, like it's just crazy shit, dude.
On the shit that I don't want to keep the box, I usually just throw it in a little container or a bag, and I try to mark them.
Yeah,
I've slipped a lot with that, where I have no idea who these hands belong to, but for the most part, I'm not going to swap out hands a whole shit ton anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Doc. Oh yeah. Marty's isn't that great in the but the Doc and Biff NECA figures they're some of NECA's best work for sure.
The Biff is really solid. Yeah.
The accessories they come with, everything. I mean, definitely. There's a lot of NECA horror stuff coming out that I'm excited for. They're starting to do some of the real, like, crazy characters that most people don't even know about. Oh, it's going to be good.
I want NECA to come out with Art the Clown.
Oh, I'm sure that'll happen.
It will. I just can't wait for it. I think it'll be really solid piece. I think, that one should be something special. I mean, you see how detailed the It clown is, from NECA. Can you imagine what they would do with Art the Clown?
We have we got the original Pennywise, which is fucking awesome.
There's Beastie. What's up, brother? Brother. Can't even talk.
Oh, Beastie, we're on right now. I sent you the link if you want to come on, Beastie. Oh yeah. I'm sitting here like looking, trying to see it. Just for my Predators, I'm probably gonna need 2 or 3 by itself. And then just my NECA turtles, I'm gonna need like 4 to 5 of these things.
Yeah.
This is insane.
That's the problem with them. As soon as you find enough space for another one, you're gonna want to run down to IKEA and get another one.
Hey, he never said he wasn't playing with his dick.
Oh. I was wondering where he was going with that. But,
right.
Yeah, I mean you can I guess you could do both if you multitask, but
right.
I don't know why T3 felt the need to say that.
Right, he just jumps in randomly and throws some
with
some nasty shit in you, and then he'll dip out again. Oh, Dave, I'm waiting for those samurai turtles. Me and one of my buddies, we talk about them all the time. I don't want to say I don't like the third movie, but it's not one I watch very often. But I love samurais by them in general. So if there's going to be samurai Ninja Turtles, I'm dying for them. I cannot wait. Oh, they're definitely happening. There's no question. I'm pretty sure they already said they're happening. I can't. Yeah, I'm really excited for those. I honestly didn't really care so much for the second one. I still need to get the Turtles for the second movie, but I'm really excited for the third movie.
There's a lot of good movies coming out this year, actually.
Oh yeah. I'm really curious to see what McFarlane's Turtles are going to look like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really collect a whole lot of turtles, but I like those. Obviously the monster ones. But if something looks cool, like the Ronin and all that, I mean, things like that that pique my interest. But
I think I bet you they'll do the Turtles, they'll do April, they'll do Casey Jones. What's his name in that one too? Yeah, McFarlane Ninja Turtles. I'm excited we're getting another line of turtles, as crazy as that sounds, but I am worried at the same time. I'm not a big McFarlane action figure fan. I don't know. Like it just doesn't. They don't. His figures really don't do much for me. Not saying that they're bad or anything. You're
gonna get a pretty quality figure.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not gonna get a whole lot of accessories, I wouldn't think, unless he changes it up for those.
But even like a lot of the DC figures, man, I look at them. I don't think they're either good or they're bad, in my opinion. Like
I just think they need to change their packaging up.
And like lately, I feel like I've been seeing more bad than good. I don't know. I just
think they need to change their packaging up because everything just looks like the same shit to me. So it's hard to like fish through them all for me because it's like everything's like Carolina Panther colors, and I'm like, let's put some color into this. It
just doesn't seem like they put that much time into everything because they're trying to put so much shit out and so fast that in reality, you can't spend that much time on it. And I feel like it shows.
Yeah, I mean, in a world where they're trying to like get rid of the plastic, they're putting more plastic, and there's
Right.
no figures in there. I mean, there's no accessories in there to make the plastic look less overwhelming, if that makes sense. It's
Well,
like
then you,
all plastic and one figure and nothing else around it.
I swear, you got McFarlane who rushes figures out. You got NECA who takes a decent amount of time, and then you got Super 7, and it would be like 3 years out. They put a pre-order, and you gotta wait like 3 years for the shit to come.
Even NECA, man, NECA's been disappointing me a few times lately. I mean, you got to be very careful changing the hands and the heads on those things, because I've broke a few things on them. I mean, yeah, I'm a bull in the china shop, but still, they should not break that easy for the amount of money you're paying for these things. And I've had that happen a few times now. So it's, I don't know, like it doesn't seem like the quality's there like it was. I don't know if anybody else has had that problem, but you got to be really careful. Like I had a hell of a time changing the head on the Predator that you gave me for Christmas, because I wanted to look. I put the cloak on and I took that head off and I put the other one on, but I had to put some friggin' chicken grease in that bitch to get it. I had to put some like cooking oil in there and try to. I was just, my hands were hurting when I was done, man.
That's because they don't. They give you swappable heads and stuff, but they never like made a system for like actually swapping heads. Like they should do like what Mezco and Hot Toys do, where they like have a magnetic face or something. Like, because dude, taking them ball joints and shit out, you're really, I mean, you're not supposed to do that. Like
No, I mean, I was like, sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm fucking cussing my ass off, and my wife's like, "What's wrong?" Like, I can't get this goddamn head off, and I'm like, "How do these kids? If a kid gets that toy and they want to, how the hell do they do it? You got to get the parents to do it.
If something's not coming or going, you're probably gonna have to like heat it up or something.
Yeah.
You can't force it. That's when you're gonna break shit. And I've learned that point. Like, okay, this should be popping off by now, or it should be going on by now. So I got to do something to get it off. I usually don't have really a problem with that stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's why
the only time I run into problems is if like something is stuck, like sticking.
Yeah.
Then you got to do something to loosen that joint up. Otherwise, you're gonna snap the fucking peg.
I've done that. I fucking lost Splinter's chin hair. I had a leg break off.
And I mean, that's gonna happen. These are painted figures. You're gonna have joints that are sealed up and shit. I mean, you're gonna run into that shit. You just gotta.
I barely touched Splinter's, the one, the monster figure he has, and his fucking goatee, just his little chin hair just popped right off, and I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I barely touched it. So I have it packaged back up. I'm gonna return it and say, look, this shit broke. I need to switch it out with another one. So hopefully they do that for me. But we'll see.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
We'll see. I'll just bring it to Target and be like, look, this shit's fucked.
That's what I would. I would just take it back to Target.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not fucking with NECA. They don't answer.
No, they're not gonna respond to you.
That's why I like Hot Toys. Like, even when you buy like a Black Series and they have like the backpack or the armor on the back or whatever, and you try to push it in them little holes, they never stay in really good. But like a Hot Toy, it's magnetic, and it's so much more genius to me. I mean, it stays on there; it never falls off. It's
and that's why you're paying the big bucks for it, though.
Yeah, I mean, but it makes. I mean, how much could a fucking magnet cost? I mean, for a little figure like that,
No, you got in there, and they don't want to spend all that time doing that for a $35 figure.
Charlotte Flair's back. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't even know what the fuck you just said.
You don't know who Charlotte Flair is? Come on, man.
No.
Ric Flair's daughter?
Well, it makes sense now that you say it. I stopped watching wrestling when The Rock and Stone Cold left.
Jesus. Sorry, people. I got to see this part real quick. She's been gone for quite some time.
She probably should have stayed gone. Charlotte Flair.
What I don't like about this is like they're throwing her right back into the title picture, which kind of sucks but I mean, there's nobody else better than her right now here, so you got to do something.
I'm debating on.
Wow.
I have it pre-ordered, but I'm debating. I'm probably gonna just let it go through because I do want it.
What's that?
I pre-ordered the Mondo animated Batman and animated Joker.
Yeah.
I'm probably just gonna let them go through because I do want them. I just usually don't pay that much money for like an all plastic figure, you know.
Yeah. I've been on a canceling spree with my shit because I'm just like,
I just canceled a ton of shit off of my Entertainment Earth. I just figured, dude, I don't need to pre-order this stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cancel it, and then I don't have to worry about it hitting the credit card someday or the bank account someday. Because it's all stuff I'm gonna run into. It's not like it's gonna be hard to find stuff. So I'm trying to get out of that pre-ordering habit.
I don't really pre-order anything unless it's like a hot toy that I have to have. Anything else other than that, I can find in the store eventually, and that's more fun that way.
Woo!
What's up?
What's
What's up, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Happy holidays.
Yeah. Happy
I'm
New
looking
Year,
scruffy.
Merry Christmas, all the same shit. Yeah. It's almost over.
Oh, look at that shirt.
Look at that shirt, yo. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Who's X?
I've been wearing this thing all around town.
I know. I saw that. I saw your documentation.
Oh, yeah. I had to let you know.
I got to start
What's
posting those on mine.
Dude, we got to get some video of Joe being a bull in a china shop.
Oh, yeah.
And cussing it up when he's like trying to put together the toys. That'll be hilarious, really.
Oh,
As he's watching, what's her name?
Charlotte Flair just won the fucking title that quick. See, that's what I don't like about WWE.
You're gonna get so demonetized. Look at that video. Oh,
yeah, I know. You could at least block it while you're watching it.
Am I getting trouble for that? I don't know.
Yep. We will. Do it.
yeah. So, Colin, you like my Giannis Antetokounmpo
Yeah,
pickup
that's
today?
awesome. That's pretty sweet.
Wow.
It's all your fault. It really is all your fault. Like,
Here,
you're like, oh, I got to get a Giannis graded. I was like, me too. And then I was like, PSA, Giannis rookie. This is last week. And then I saw that one with him in the Greek uniform. And I was like, oh my God, that's really awesome. And I just started stalking it and following it on eBay. And then today I probably spent about $5 too much, but I was hoping to get for a little bit less, but I got that rookie. 2013 SP Upper Deck.
That's
Graded
awesome.
9.
Are there a bunch of them on eBay?
They pop up left and right. Somebody got it for about $60 last month. I got it for about 85. But lately, like the low ask, if you want to buy it now, they're at 110 or so. So I consider that a win.
You got a big collection of graded cards, eh?
Oh, it's fair. My son just passed me up like crazy though. My buddy lives in New York City. He's big time into collecting. He sends a lot of stuff into PSA, and a huge Giants collector. He's from Reading as well. But he sent Owen 22 graded cards, all PSA 8 or above. We're talking
Wow.
two Joey Bart rookie cards. So I mean, if you guys know baseball out there, you're like, oh, Joey Bart, whatever. But he got some sweet Buster Posies, some other fun little, championship run for the Giants graded cards like 9 or 10s. And he got an Anthony Fauci graded 9, which is actually really funny, I thought. I don't know if you guys ever saw him throwing out the first pitch post-COVID.
With a mask,
without the mask. He's got a mask on, and I mean that thing was worse than if you ever saw the 50 Cent first pitch. This is worse than the 50 Cent first pitch.
He wears a mask on the pitcher's mound by himself.
Well,
dude,
it depends it depends on what era, because before he went one way at one point, and then when it switched, he went the other way. So, I mean, he's basically given out every order there is. So
that way you can't go wrong. If
yeah,
take
you
everything.
can't go wrong. I mean, he's only told us to do every fucking thing imaginable.
When he first started, he was like, you don't need a mask, you'll be fine. Then he was like, you need a mask, and he's like, man, wear half a mask.
Oh, now you need two masks. Now you got to wear
this
two
side
masks.
over with a mask, this side over no mask.
did you ever see Brad Pitt doing his Fauci on Saturday Night Live?
No.
Back when there was Saturday Night Live at home, like he was the first thing, like, live from New York, it's Saturday night. But he was Fauci. It was actually really hilarious. I'm not even going to try to do the impression, but I don't know. It'd be very interesting to go back and look at it now, because it's been almost 3 years. And with all these deaths that are popping up of people that are vaccinated, I don't know. It may not age well. We'll see. But
I done warned everybody, but hey.
I didn't know we were here to talk politics tonight.
No, we're not. We're not. We won't go down that road.
We're gonna get so divisive.
There's no point in talking politics. There really isn't.
I don't think that's politics. That's just the needle.
No, but it gets political. I mean,
yeah.
Nowadays everything gets political.
Yeah. No matter what you say.
Right.
I did when Trump, I'm not going to get political. It's just funny. When Trump got tested positive for COVID, I threw that, what's his name? Star-Lord, Chris Pratt. But back when he was on The Office, whatever show it was, Parks and Rec, he's like, it's just this meme, or GIF on, and I just sent it out like, oh, that guy that's called the president just got tested positive for COVID, and I thought it was hilarious at 5:30 in the morning when I posted it. I pissed off so many righties here in Reading. I had people like, oh, you're an asshole, Todd McBain. Screw you, you go to hell. That's so disrespectful. I'm like, what? I'm just taking a shit. And I'm posting this. I thought it was funny as I'm waking up, find out that Trump got COVID. and then I lost friends over it. Well,
yeah, it gets
kind of drinking buddies. Like if I see them in a bar, we talk. I didn't know they were that far right, but to each their own. Anyway.
Yeah.
So go in the living room.
I like it on my fence post. But I want to see Joe be a bull in a china shop.
No, you don't. It's not fun.
I do. That would be very entertaining.
I'd like to see a bull in a china shop, honestly. I mean,
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
It's in Ferdinand.
yeah. I'm talking
what?
real. I want a real one. So what have you been up to? Besides buying my cards off of eBay.
We just got back today from being up in the mountains for the last couple of days. The kids were spoiled rotten. Santa brought Owen a snowboard, and my brother-in-law got Neva skis, and they got lessons the last 2 days on Wednesday and Thursday. And we stayed up at Mount Shasta and actually got to enjoy a nice little winter wonderland up there. It was absolutely amazing. I'm very jealous because I can't ride right now because of my knee, but my wife got to ride and saw some friends up there, so it was really awesome. And the kids were doing amazing. These little brats. But yeah, Mount Shasta is really cool. And this year they've actually had really good snow. Sometimes it's hit and miss. It's not a part of Tahoe. Everybody loves Tahoe for valid reasons. It's amazing. I've never been to Colorado. I don't know, but Mount Shasta is like a bunch of tiers lower than Tahoe. And for it to have a really good year, it's really amazing, and they've gotten off to a great start. So the kids are off and running. What about you guys? What have you been up to?
Nothing.
No,
Just
not
been hanging
much.
out at the house.
Me too.
How's the weather? Is it raining or is it freezing?
No, it actually jumped back up to like 40.
It was like
We were
60
negative
here.
10.
Yeah, it was like 60 here today.
Wait, it was -10 in Wisconsin where
Yeah.
you're at?
Yeah, it was during all last weekend, all Christmas weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, we were in single digits too last week. Yeah.
Yeah, now
In
it's
Maryland.
Yeah.
back up to 10. Or
Really?
it's back up to 40 now.
Today it's 60. Tomorrow it's 60.
That's an insane jump.
Yeah. Well, it went from 60 to 15 overnight last week one night. It was like 60
was that
degrees.
Christmas?
It must have been.
It
must have been that last
I
week.
think you guys were talking about that on Christmas.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was nice today. It's nice tomorrow. Well, tomorrow it's going to rain here, but it's still 60. But can't complain. No ice, no snow. I'm good. I hate all
right. It was 23 at the mountain when we went upwards. That's the coldest I've been in a long time.
Yeah.
But it's nothing compared to some of these places across the states I've seen, like -15 here and there and single digits left and right. It's what was it? Like Chicago got really low too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was about the same as by me.
Well, I bet. I mean, how far away from Chicago are you?
Like 2 hours.
Like from us to Sacramento away. That's cool. And then what's Milwaukee? Well, you're a suburb, right?
Milwaukee?
Yeah.
The city.
Are you in the suburb?
No, I'm like, you can damn near see the skyline, right? If you walk out front of my house.
Gotcha.
Pretty close to the buildings.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just been cleaning the house and not doing too much fun stuff. I did pick up some new shoes today. I can't wait till they come.
Oh, what'd you get?
I got some Dunks.
Okay.
Some ones I've been wanting for a while, so I got them. They're coming.
Nice. What color?
I was looking at some Trey Youngs online. I may have to jump on one of those one of these days.
What color
like
are the
their
ones
style.
for you see?
Oh, I got the one pair they're called Bass Gray. They're like it's like a light gray. And then I got the lotteries. They're like white with a little bit of gray in them, and I got a black swoosh.
Nice.
I'm excited. There's a couple pair of Jordans I want to pick up too, but just I haven't seen any good prices, so I'm not rushing on them.
Where did you get the Dunks through? What site?
Oh, I got one of them I got it through Nike, and the other one I got through what's it called? StockX.
Oh, okay.
I haven't bought shoes in a long time. I got so many sneakers. I don't really wear a whole lot of sneakers.
Yeah, I usually like wear the same ones, but I have a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
I have my like everyday shoes, and then I have everything else is like really sporadic.
I got one pair of Jordans, and they're camouflage, and they're really nice, but I barely wear them because they're heavy. But I would like some 4s or 3s or 1s or 5s, but I just don't want to put out that kind of money for them because I really don't wear sneakers that much.
I don't know. Everything's expensive now, so you get them retail. It's like,
yeah.
So Joe, you don't wear sneakers. What do you wear? Boots? What do you prefer?
Like today, I wore a pair of boots. But in the summer, I wear flip flops.
Oh, you're a flip flop guy. Okay.
All the time. Yeah, all the time. I hate having shoes on.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll wear sneakers, but I don't wear them out. They're just like I lightly wear them. So all my sneakers are brand new pretty much. I'm not really like rough on them or anything. So they last me a long time. I'm not into shoes like I used to be.
76 in Orlando.
76,
What's up, Dre?
really? Oh, Dre's on?
Yeah.
Stopped in to say what's up.
What's up,
I
Dre?
heard his
Happy
trip's
holidays.
going good.
Love you, bro. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Dre.
Getting all the love tonight, Todd. Jeez.
Am I?
Yeah, what
I
about
gotta
us?
scroll back.
So you got me on this you got me on the full in on the comic kick now.
Oh, yeah.
I already got my next one eyed up, and yeah.
So are you gonna put that thing away? You gonna hibernate it, or are you gonna keep it out?
I don't know how I'm gonna get. I want to display them somehow, but I'm probably gonna have to like my grandpa actually had this. He made these a custom glass case, but it's real shallow. I've been thinking about doing something similar. It hangs on the wall. It's real tight to the wall because you don't. I mean, the comic those graded stuff. You know, it's just a fucking slab. You know, right? I don't know. I want it out. You know.
Oh
But
yeah,
I want it protected. I don't want to just getting all dusty and shit. So once I figure out how to display it, I want them out.
I'm sorry I didn't put it in a shadow box as well.
No. That's no.
I got mine
Like-
displayed.
Like, do you?
Yes,
Did
I
you?
do. Yeah, it's on my. I got a cube shelf over there. Cube shelf.
Awesome.
And I have that with my some helmets. Yep,
So awesome.
it's nice.
I got my buddies over here. Oh, Big Boy and Dre are hanging out.
There you go.
Nice.
Did you get any good cards out of the set I sent you, or anything good in there? Did you not open it yet?
Oh, funny you ask.
Yeah.
Well, you know he opened them.
Oh yeah. Bobby Witt. I got Jeremy Pena. I got the Julios, Rodriguez. That's a rookie of the year right there for the American League. I mean, Stephen Kwan was third. That was a guy to get back in March. Wander Franco. So I mean, yeah. No, I had a lot of fun opening those up that night. Like,
Right.
yeah. No, they're all actually, you guys invited me on. Thank you so much. Hold on. I'm losing my head here.
Oh, Mega Demon is in the house.
I was just gonna say, Mega Demon. He snuffed us out. Look at him. He's Thank you, man. Yeah, we just came on impromptu, man. So we didn't plan this.
But Colin, this is actually next on my list, was to play with the Ninja Turtles and put them into sleeves.
Yeah, I got them too. I had to order myself.
Did you? You haven't opened them yet?
Nope, I haven't opened them yet.
Nice.
I couldn't order them for. I couldn't not
Yeah,
get
Joe.
myself a set.
So Joe got them all marked. Ready to rock.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It's one of my projects. So the update set is so much fun this year with all the rookies, different awards, all of it. I was so stoked when I saw that. Thank you so much again.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I really hope you dig that Boba Fett set.
Of course, I love it. Yeah.
Next year, if you're good, I'm gonna get you the sticker. Maybe it might even come graded.
If I'm good. Well, I guess I ain't getting that.
Oh, you're so naughty.
I'm so naughty.
Yeah, we'll be
You're
on
so
Sunday.
naughty.
We were just Joe was bored and he wanted to jump
I
on,
was
so
bored.
I
I
jumped
said,
on
let's
with
jump
them.
on. But yeah, Mega Demon Sunday, Cushy Mama's going to be with us. So don't miss
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
We will be here Sunday.
Yeah.
We don't miss no Sundays.
Yeah. And the cushiest of mamas will be with us on Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Now, how'd you guys find her?
Just on Instagram. I mean, I think T3 had her. Yeah, you guys had her on
that's-
on there. Yeah, on the show before.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and she's in the horror a lot, so I figured
Yes.
let's have her on and talk some horror and see what's going
Oh
on.
no, she's cool. She's
Yeah.
awesome, actually.
Yeah, she seems really cool. So
That
I
is
can't
the same one. Okay.
Yeah, the next 4 weeks, I think we have her, and then Yukon, JB, and let me see.
Oh, cool.
I have it here somewhere. I got a list. Yeah, 1-1 we have Cushy Mama, 1-8 Yukon, 1-15 Nerdzoic, and 1-22 JB's Toy Trunk. And that's all we
Nice.
got so far.
I'll have to find the Nerdzoic. That's a new one to
Mhm.
me. I found somebody else today. I was like, I don't know. I may
He's
have
a
been
pretty
watching
cool guy.
something else.
He's a pretty cool guy. I've been talking to him. He has like a little online shop. I'm not even sure if he has like a brick and mortar. I'm not sure, but I know he has an online shop.
Yeah, I saw
On
that.
Instagram. Yeah, pretty cool guy to talk to. So that'll be a fun one also.
Define online shop like .com or like in eBay or Mercari or something like that.
To be honest, I believe he has the link on his Instagram, so I really didn't pay attention to which
Oh,
one
okay.
it was. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity. I think that's stuff that'll be fun to, kind of get into. And
Mhm.
if for those people that are into reselling and stuff like that,
Dude, I would
still have
love
little conversations.
I would love to open up like my own shop, but I don't want it to be like a resale shop. Like
No.
I want it to be like, you actually buy the shit for the actual price. I don't want to like
Yeah.
try to charge everybody arm and a leg for figures,
Yeah.
I'd
and
like
that's,
to have a legit toy store.
yeah, that's what I think Nerdzoic has actually. From what I've seen, he has things that new releases and all kinds of things. And
I mean,
from what I've noticed, they all been decently priced too. So
when you're smaller, a lot of times you do have to charge like an extra $5, but
Mhm.
And it really depends on what you're trying to achieve.
yeah.
And the toy community is different than like the card community for sure. I've got buddies that just buy and sell on eBay because they get stuff, but they're like, nope, I'm working on a personal collection. So whatever they get in a pack, if they can go and sell it or flip it, whatever you want to say, and like it supports their habit, so they're not making money, they're just getting money to buy what they really want. So
Yeah.
but I mean, you got the toy community from all this talking to Carlos and everybody, you guys, it's the frowning upon these scalpers, as you guys call them. It's been very intriguing and interesting to follow because it's definitely a different world than it is in the card world.
Mhm.
Where, I mean, I didn't even know about comics really. It'd be interesting to talk to somebody that's really into comics.
I mean, for me, like if I know there's something that I'm just not interested in anymore, and this doesn't happen a whole lot because everything I buy I like, so I don't really want to sell it. But like right now, I have a few Lego that I might not get to for a long time that I might try to sell, but I wouldn't sell them for anything more than I paid. So I just want to get back what I made, or work a deal with somebody if they wanted them. But
It's
Oh, no.
one thing when you're selling something that's like legit worth that price, like
Mhm.
but when you run out to buy like the new Spider-Man figure and
Mhm.
because it's hard to get right now, you go jump on eBay and try to sell it for $900. That's the kind of scalping I'm talking about.
Yep.
If,
Yeah.
let's say you have a collectible figure that's, gained in value over the years and you want to sell it for what the value is, that's one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But trying to take advantage of people that are looking for something, those are the kind of that's what I call a scalper. Like,
Yeah, and at the same time, there are times where people are down and out and they come across something that's worth something and they want to sell it and they make some money. And I mean, everybody has to take care of their family too. If you're down and out, have something going on, and you come across something cool like that and you can make some money on it, I can't really fault them for trying to, But if they do it on a regular basis, that's more of a scalper, I would think. But if you do it and you just happen to get lucky, I mean, I can't fault them.
to me, scalping is like, okay, right now, the new Marvel Legend came out, hard to get. Everybody's looking for it. So you got those guys, they go out to get those fucking figures, buy them all up, and they go on eBay and they just try to sell them for an outrageous price.
Yeah,
that's a
right.
fucking
Mhm.
scalper.
That's different. Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
that's taking advantage of people that are looking for something that they want.
Yeah.
Now, having a collection and everything has gained value over the years and now selling it for what the value is, that's fine in my book.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
why would you sell it cheaper? Why would you
You wouldn't-
sell it at retail when it legitimately is, now $100 fucking item? I mean, that's just stupid.
Right. No, that's one thing. It's like going on card Twitter. You see these people that go and hit a Walmart or a Target on the right day, and they end up buying up all the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you make your money, because you're bound to find something worth it, or at least break even. But that, I mean, the time and effort to actually go and resell all that stuff,
Right.
that'd be such a pain. But I mean, that stuff pisses me off. Or you see people weighing packs, because the heavier a pack is, like they've got their little scales out, that means that there's a special card in there. And so you walk into a Target and see some guy that's older than us, like weighing packs. It's like, I want to just kick that dude in the balls, or I want to go and take that stack that he's got put aside and go to the cash register and purchase it right away.
So you should do.
I have not come across that, but I've seen pictures on Twitter of it.
Yeah,
and I despise that stuff. I get it, but if I ever saw it in person, I'd be pretty pissed off, especially if I wanted to buy a pack.
Yeah.
All I do is just I want a pack or
shouldn't
two,
even
not
allow that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they see somebody doing that, they should fucking tell them to leave.
Like they see somebody walking on a fucking scale. Like, what's going on in here, man?
Supposedly they have enforced it here, but I thought our Target was like one of the first Targets in the nation to stop. Carlos would know better than I would, but there was fights like outside Target over Pokemons and stuff like that. So I know it's not only here; it's been everywhere else over the last 4 years or so before like COVID. But
and like
during that whole
like
process.
what Dave is saying too, you know, like when they go to the register with 10 of the same figure, like they shouldn't even allow that. You can't buy 10 online. Why do they allow them to buy them? They know. I mean, when you work at a store, you know who the fucking resellers are. We did at Toys R Us. You knew those guys. So like we would hide shit in the back until they left and then put it out. Like we had our ways to fucking fight them. You can't tell me these people that, like, when I go to my Targets every day, I see the same employees, dude. They know who's fucking in there scalping shit and everything else. I mean, they're not dumb.
Happy New Year.
They shouldn't allow this shit to go on.
Yeah, I don't see many people in the card aisle in my stores here.
Oh yeah, the card aisles are dead by me.
On the rare occasion,
really,
they look dumbfounded, like they're just standing there, like gawking at nothing. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wow.
They never look like they know what they're doing when they're standing there. So I very rarely see that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting. Supposedly we have one of the card shops in town supposedly going and getting to spots early, or they have people that are buying up a lot of stuff and they're going and reselling it for $5 more a pack or box, whatever it happens to be. But I don't know. We'll see. It's not cool.
Oh, and then the worst ones, the ones I can't stand are like, like the hot toy for like to buy for your little kids during the season. Like, remember those monkeys, those fingerling monkeys that were out? They came out. It was probably like 5 years ago. I remember that one from Toys R Us. It was like one of the last ones. They were like these little monkeys who hang from your finger and shit. They were like robotic. They were like $10 a piece, dude. But these fucking people would come in and buy them all up because that's what the hot toy of the season was, And they would go fucking turn them around and go on eBay. We started making it like they could only buy like one at a time. And dude, that's just fucked up. You're buying toys that little kids want.
Yeah.
I got no love for them, dude. I fucking...
the stupidest thing I've seen is I don't know. You ever see the little shopping carts at Target? They're actually like mini shopping cart toys.
Yeah. Well, my kids have one.
I see people with a whole bunch of them in their cart, and I'm like, what are you doing with all those? I'm just curious. So whatever they cost, they could sell them for 3 times as much. So evidently those things are really hot sales. Like people buy those.
Really?
Those little shopping carts. Like people will buy them for like say $20 and sell them for 40 or 50. I don't know. Like they're not around very much from what I understand. People go in there all the time around here and buy all of them and sell them. It's ridiculous. If you go on Marketplace near me, they're all over the place. It's crazy.
I'll have to tell my kids about that.
Yes.
Hey, you guys want to do a flip? They got a Switch they got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Be like, hey, you guys want to get another game? Sell that little shopping cart you guys have.
Yeah, sell that little plastic shopping cart piece of shit thing. Yeah.
I'll turn them into flippers. What?
Flippers, not scalpers. Yeah.
I just like legit
No,
can't
no
even do
scalpers.
it. Like I can't even post the shit on eBay because I just feel like such a fucking asshole. Like I can't do it. It's just not possible for me to do.
Oh, dude, I made a whopping $400 this year on eBay. What? I'm just glad I'm not getting taxed on it next year, though.
I don't even post on, like, if I'm like, say I'm selling those like Lego that I'm trying to get rid of. If I post, say like one of them costs 200 and I'm trying to sell it for 100 because that's what I paid for it. Somebody will say, "Will you take 25?" Fuck no, I won't take. Why would I take 25?
Oh yeah, I hate that shit.
Well, you know, what makes you think I'm taking 25?
Especially when you already got it like priced at a deal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know you're not gonna find this fucking thing. I used like when I would sell like, because I used to sell a lot of shit on eBay. I wasn't like, it was mainly like shoes, but yeah, I'd already have them post at like a pretty damn good price, and you'd get people like, yeah, like you said, like $50. Like, are you fucking high?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even respond to them.
No, I don't either because I'm afraid of what I might say, so I just ignore it.
You really think I'm gonna say yeah to you?
Yeah.
You could find trade value in it too. Scratch somebody else's back. You just got to find the right person to trade with.
Yeah.
So you get that value's worth for something you need for your collection.
I hate trading, though. But I don't like trading.
It's a pain in the ass unless you're local, because then you're paying shipping too. So it's like, I'd rather just do a local trade if I'm going to do it.
But how many people are into what you're into?
Exactly. You know, like usually it's you don't want what they, you know. I don't know. I hate trading. Sometimes, like when you're like doing like sneakers, like sneaker collecting, sometimes it's all right that way. But even then, like I'm usually if I'm selling a pair of sneakers, it's usually so I can buy like a different pair I want. I don't want to trade for your pair and then I got to sell those ones. Like it's just trading just doesn't make really a lot of sense for me.
But how many people are in Milwaukee? What's the population in Milwaukee?
I don't even know. I mean, we're not that small of a city.
Right. I mean, you've got so many more options than I'm sure Joe and I have. So we have 100,000 people here in Reading. I don't even know what they have in your city.
I don't know. But I'm Baltimore, like half an hour away. So you're talking a big.
Oh, so you're that close? Yeah, we're 2 hours to 2.5 hours to Sacramento. That's
I've had people.
So we'd be the sticks.
I've sold shit on Marketplace and people drive 2 hours to get it. And I'm like, you just wasted all that gas to come get this $15 bike. Like, what the fuck is wrong with
1,500,000 people?
Yeah.
Really?
Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee? Okay. So you have so many options up there. I mean, people have got to be trading more than just cheese, right?
Only 3 people were in the toys. Yeah.
No, nothing on the cheese. Not getting one laugh out of the cheese. Okay. Never mind. Sorry.
They don't roll that shit down the hill there like they say on TV.
Oh.
Isn't California the dairy state now? The true dairy state?
It's a mess. That's what it is.
They got a few names out there.
Well, we all know that.
They got a few names out there they call them.
I'm like a 7th generation Californian. But yet I'm so tempted to leave.
I'm surprised you haven't. Everybody else is.
I've got there's other reasons for it. Personal ones that I will not get into here, but yeah, family stuff. It's okay.
Well, that's usually.
But Nevada's not. Nevada's not far. I will not go to Oregon. Carlos would. I will not. I do not like Oregon whatsoever.
You don't like Oregon?
I would like Utah more than any of them.
I love Colorado. I would love to move to Colorado.
Get yourself a bike, Todd, and go to Utah. There's some fucking nice
Moab. I would love to go to Moab. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Canyonlands.
Montana's amazing.
Spots too. I mean, you could just pull up and camp anywhere there, and beautiful sights. Unbelievable.
See, I want to go and talk about Montana, but yet, isn't that cliche now? Because another California wants to talk about Montana. Yeah, it's a thing. Or Texas. I don't want to go to Texas. I do love Phoenix. I would go to Phoenix in a second.
Austin, Texas would be nice for me.
I love Phoenix, but it's so different that what I'm used to. I couldn't move there. I love going there and visiting, but I couldn't move there.
Their climate and heat is very
Yeah.
similar to where we're at.
I was
We're
born in
used to that.
Phoenix.
Oh, were you?
Phoenix is too hot. If you drive an hour or two south to north to Flagstaff or south to whatever way it is, I forget.
Yeah, you're right. North.
Then it's like 30, 40 degrees colder.
Oh yeah.
And it's mountains. It snows there. I've actually witnessed it.
Oh yeah. When I drove, one of the times I drove in, I've driven to Arizona a few times. One of the times I drove in, it was snowing there.
Mm-hmm.
I love
drug
driving
dealer,
down
huh?
through the mountains. It's awesome.
Fucking crazy because you like have shorts and flip flops on, tank top on when you leave Phoenix. Then you go down up to Flagstaff and you're like, oh shit,
Mhm.
I done fucked up now because I need a damn winter coat, some boots, shovel.
And it happens fast.
Yeah.
Let's see, then you get out of Flagstaff and head up to Vegas, and it's back to Phoenix weather.
Yeah. Shorts,
Hot
winter
and dry,
coat.
and
Yep. That's
But yeah,
one thing
Flagstaff's
about
cool.
here is we don't get lately, the last few years, knock on wood, we haven't got much snow. We get like one storm a year, maybe, and it's not.
Yeah,
that
it's been weird the last few years. Like I don't
Yeah.
even
We've been
right
lucky.
5 years, honestly.
Even if it does snow, the next day it'll be like 50 and it all melts.
Right.
So we've been lucky lately. So
It definitely hasn't
Wow.
been like it was when I was younger.
no, I was out there shoveling goddamn for money all over the place.
It was like
Really?
snow all winter long, and now it's like you're lucky if you see decent snow ever.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, man, we used to get a whole gang of us and go. We'd split up into pairs of two, and we'd go like all to the rich neighborhoods and try to do their pavements and shit. It was we made some good cash on that, man. Go to the arcade, get some pizza, go to the arcade and chill.
Arcade, what is that?
I
know,
was at
right?
one yesterday. Did you see my post? I was at one yesterday. It was really
Yeah.
Where was that? That was
in
awesome.
York, Pennsylvania.
York, Pennsylvania. Okay, yeah. What's it called?
I forget, but my wife's cousin, I don't even know. Like my wife's cousin called her, said, "Hey, you guys want to come up? There's an arcade." So here we are, like 4 almost 50-year-old people going into the arcade, playing the games. They had some Star Wars pinball. They had all kinds of shit in there.
Yeah.
Skee ball. And then we went over to a brewery that's not too far from there and hung out for a while, had dinner. But that place was really cool. They had those old dingy couches in the back with the Atari and all that. I was.
That
like,
is what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the TVs, the old school big TVs that you went through that one part of your video. That was sick,
They had
dude.
a 2600, a 5200. They had a Nintendo there. It was cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they had the old couches like you would see in grandma's house, and they had like the wood paneling TVs, and it was pretty cool. They did a good job with it.
People need to do more of that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
The nostalgia aspect. There's a guy on Instagram called Itty's Garage. Have you guys come across this one?
Mm-mm.
He might be one that we need to get in contact with, like to see if he wants to come on and join us for a conversation. I know he looks like he just posts a lot of awesome pictures. It's got like a Mazda Miata, which is not 80s, but the rest of his whole garage is like Mask and Transformers and Ataris and everything. Like it's like right up my alley, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's so dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I love that old stuff. It brings back so many memories for me. I love that. I mean, I've had all those systems. They were.
well, the games are just so much fun. You know, there's can't beat them. Really.
Pole Position 2 came with my Atari.
Whew.
Everybody else got a Nintendo for Christmas. I got an Atari.
I'll tell you,
7200.
they had that 2600 hooked up, and they had Pac-Man on it. And if you remember the Pac-Man on the Atari 2600, Pac-Man wasn't positional, so he was like this, and he goes up, and he never turns around. Like he doesn't. When you turn to the right, his mouth never went to the right. It was all one way. If you remember, then
Yes, I do.
and the board was just one board, and no matter how many times you beat it, it's not changing. Give up. It's not changing. That's it. So it was cool to see that again. I forgot how that was when it first came out, but they had Popeye, which is another video game that I really loved growing up. Have you ever played Popeye?
I don't remember playing Popeye.
It was
I
kind of
do.
like the original Mario Brothers, where it had like the little stage, 3 levels or whatever, and then like Brutus would try to grab you or whatever, and then you had to grab the spinach, and then you can punch Brutus when you have the spinach only or whatever. I died really quick. I'm not as good at it now as I was back then, but
Did they have Pong?
I don't remember seeing that one.
That would be cool.
But they had
Try
Frogger.
Frogger.
Frogger was cool as shit. Yeah.
Love Frogger.
And her cousin was like, I wish they had Frogger. I'm like, they had it there. She's like, no, they didn't. I'm like, yeah, you missed it.
I remember Paperboy and
Yeah, they had Paperboy there. They had Donkey Kong Jr., Super Pac-Man. They had a whole lot of shit there. It was ridiculous. I think I only showed in one room. There was like 2 or 3 rooms there.
Was there a lot of
Really?
people there or no?
There was probably about 15, 20 people in the whole place.
Okay.
It's a little historic, like one of those towns. It's like a city street, but it's like just all.
And is it a new place?
I think it's relatively maybe a year or two.
I'm just wondering like how business is and if they're gonna be there a long time or is it gonna be like one of those
What they do is they
fast
charge you.
turnarounds.
What they do is we paid $10.
Okay.
And you get an hour to play whatever you want. All you do is push the buttons and you play. Everything's already. You don't have to put any money in. You just pay $10 for the hour.
Can you buy beer?
Oh.
You could bring your own beer. You can't. They don't have beer there. You could bring your.
What?
Wow.
They should make that a bar. There was a place like that in Sacramento. It's called Point Up, I
Pool
believe.
table. They had pool table, foosball table. They had air hockey. Then they had the little basketball shooting games. We were playing that for a while.
It's
Yeah,
just
if they
$10
got, like,
an
a
hour.
liquor license there and started just selling booze there, dude, it'd be.
I mean,
That's
you could bring
probably
your
what
own
you're gonna
stuff.
get. You're gonna get mostly older people that are there for nostalgia.
Yeah. I like to bring your own better because you can actually have something that you like and bring in without having to narrow down to what they have.
That's true.
So it's actually better for me. But I didn't know about that, and I didn't bring anything.
I just feel like though, if like people know that you can go there and just buy alcohol.
Get fucked up and play old video games.
Yeah,
what a bet.
Because you're probably not gonna. Kids nowadays they want all those sweet graphics and shit. They're.
Yeah.
I think most of it's gonna be people going there for I don't know.
Yeah, they had some newer games like The Walking Dead. They had that. That was like a sit-down game where you're inside and you're playing, and they had the gun. Really? I didn't play that. There were some kids in there playing that. They had some newer stuff. Like a lot of the pinball machines were newer. They had like Mandalorian.
Oh, I love pinball.
They had like a Mandalorian pinball game, which I played a lot of. Yes,
that's cool.
It was fun, but it was a good time. I'll definitely go back there again.
Are you guys into VR at all? Like Oculus?
No.
What's that? No.
Okay.
No.
I'll find my niche groups eventually. If anybody out there that's watching, like, if you're into Oculus, let me know. Holler. I'll get my Beat Saber on. It's my workout. I got Vader Immortal. Like, I really dig the VR experience. There's a couple places that have been opening up here. I'm not sure if I want to
see now when it gets to like where you're like almost like in like a movie. Then I'll get into it.
Oh, so I want to actually. I might get the Iron Man game. That one looks pretty sweet. The Vader one is dope. You kind of go against Vader's your teacher to a degree. There's a lot to it. It's fun. It's getting there though.
Dave said Spy Hunter. Man, that game used to be. I used to love Spy Hunter.
Love Spy Hunter.
Oh my goodness! Well, didn't they have like the oil slick where you could shoot the oil off the back? That was the music. Isn't that the one where you could shoot out the oil slick though and all that shit? Yeah.
And you go in the back of the Knight Rider, you go back in the back of the semi. Oh yeah.
I always
Oh.
said I wanted to get an oil slick for my car when
You
somebody gets on my ass, shoot it out the back, and
It wasn't the same on Nintendo as it was when you actually get in the video game console. Like at the Chuck E. Cheese is where I play it all the time. I love that. That was my favorite game growing up. Period. I love that. Galaga.
they had
Love that
they
shit.
had Space Invaders too. Space Invader, Centipede too. They had them all. They had a shit ton of games.
Did they have Dig Dug? Dig
They
Dug.
did.
I was
They
good
did.
at Dig Dug.
They had Mr. Do, Cubert.
Oh, Cubert was tough.
Cubert was the shit back in the day.
Tron was tough too.
Tron.
I believe they had that. I think I saw that. I may be mistaken, but I think.
Did I just hear they're making another Tron movie? Did I hear that?
Oh, I hope so. Those Tron movies are a lot of fun.
I know they had the WWF WrestleMania game there. It was pretty cool, but it was so choppy. But I guess that's they got to start somewhere. But it was so cool looking though.
I remember the Royal Rumble. What was that on, like N64 or something? That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's just random memory you bring back right now.
I remember the first time you could actually fight backstage. When you could go.
Really?
Yeah, remember like on one of those wrestling games, I forget which one, you could actually go backstage and fight in the dressing room and all that, and in the hall, whatever back there. That was pretty funny. I forget which one that was. I think it was it might have been Nintendo that did that.
I think 2025 there's gonna be another Tron movie.
Damn, that seems like a far away, but I guess it's not.
Well, it's like all those Marvel movies they got set up for like 2025. Like, geez, man.
I'll be right back.
I know time goes fast, but just
yeah. 2025, shit.
Right.
More year, that's it. I mean, can't imagine.
Damn, we've been on for an hour 30 already.
I know. I looked at that a little while ago. I can't even believe it went by that fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And we didn't even have shit to say.
Right. Just fucking off. I'm probably gonna have to jump off here soon though.
Yeah, maybe once Todd comes back, we'll jump off. I gotta get to bed. I'm tired, man. I only got like 3 more days off. Ugh.
Goes quick, don't it?
Toby, if you're still in here watching, you know what I'm talking about. 3 more days. Oh man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think we're gonna jump
Take off.
off.
I know. I can hear you.
Okay.
You gotta enjoy your last 3 days, man.
I do.
And I'll see you guys bright and early on Sunday.
Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna be a good boy tomorrow.
Come check us out with Cushy Mama live Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern.
Good interview.
Should be fun. She's a horror girl. I love horror, so we'll see what she has to say. Fun. Can't wait. Yep.
Hey, thanks for inviting me on, though.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
For sure. We like having you on.
Yay. It's like good gifts.
Well, we get to talk about other things, you know. It's
Yeah.
You can only talk toys so much, you know.
Yeah.
I like to talk. There's, you know, there's so much more to me than just toy collecting. You know, I like to. So it's fun.
Yeah.
That's why you got different niches for each different podcast. It's all good.
Yep.
Eventually, we'll all refine our strengths and figure out the right direction, and we can capitalize. Figure out the algorithms. Anyway,
we'll get there. Got to put your time in.
Yep.
Got to learn the ropes.
Yes. We gotta learn the ropes.
All right, you guys sign off. I'll take off myself.
We're getting out of here. Everybody that joined us tonight, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. We'll be here Sunday. Anything, Joe?
No, just join us on Sunday. Thanks for watching tonight. Thanks for the all the people that joined in the chat. And yeah, come back on Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, and check us out with Cushy Mama.
We will be here. See you guys later.
Guys.